99% of amateur volleyball players are spiking the wrong way. It's probably the reason you can't spike as hard as you think you can. What are key aspects that elite players follow that makes their spikes break the floor? Once you've learned these steps, it will take your spikes from this to this. On top of that, I believe the tips I'm about to give you can increase your spiking reach by at least 2 inches. But for now, I want you to sit back and pay close attention, because as a Division I college athlete, I have experienced those changes firsthand. First, let's talk about the key concept that will help you spike. What I'm talking about here is your approach. It matters a lot because essentially it is what is going to get you to the ball, right? In a few seconds, I will tell you about a great exercise that has helped me improve my spike approach. But for now, let's take a look at the mechanics. As you can see, your approach isn't just about running up to the ball. It's about timing, footwork, and a perfect transition from approach to jump. Your plant foot is essentially your launch pad. There's a mistake that many people make that decreases the efficiency of their launch pad. Notice how those last 2 steps are crucial for a liftoff. Now, a lot of people take those last steps for granted. If you want to boost your liftoff, you want to make sure your plant foot transitions all the power and speed from your legs vertically. If you don't, this will drastically decrease your vertical, because most of the power from your legs and speed will be used horizontally. Make sure you don't do this mistake. You want your plant foot almost be perpendicular to your last step. As you can see here, the skeleton pushes into their penultimate step, and to stop all the power from going horizontally, he uses the last leg and places it almost perpendicular to his penultimate step. You want to stop all that motion from going into the front, and you want it to go early straight up to jump higher. Now, the exercise I recommend you do to get better fast is literally just recording yourself, whether at the gym or at home, and seeing any flaws you got in your approach and making sure that you do it correctly. So as you can see, a solid approach creates a powerful foundation for a successful spike, but it is completely useless without the next step. Timing is everything in volleyball. It is crucial for a powerful spike because it is what links your approach and the ball together. Clean contact between your palm and the ball is key. For that, you must know how high you jump to make sure that you time your approach well with the ball. As you watch these examples, notice how the players synchronize their movements to the ball's trajectory. Timing is more than jumping at the right moment. It is about connecting with the ball at its peak. But to break the floor with your spikes, you absolutely need this next step. Your arms are really your sacred weapons. If you learn to use them like elite players, you will become unstoppable. But first, the reason your spikes aren't as powerful as it could be is because you're using your arms the wrong way. To make it work, get this in your head. Arms are as powerful as legs. So really, when you're about to spike, exaggerate that arm swing. I want you to bring it back as far as possible and to strike it up as fast as you can, as explosively as you can, just as if you're jumping, all right? Each movement contributes to the power of your jump. Now, here is the mistake that a lot of amateurs make, and that is raising your off arm during the spiking sequence. This can increase the power of your spikes by at least 50%, even 75% if I'm generous. Now, the reason why this tip is so important is mainly because it helps you open up entirely from your spiking sequence so you can snap back in, and it helps generate more power when you bring that one forward if you're able to do it and hit the ball with that hard. Now, the next tip I'm about to tell you is something great to keep in mind when you're spiking. It will definitely help you generate maximum force to the ball. But before that, if you're a more advanced player, here is a more advanced tip that will help you increase the power of your spikes by at least another 20%. Sounds crazy, right? This tip is the hip and shoulder separation. So when you jump, you want your hips to go in front, but your shoulders to stay backwards, all right? When I'm about to jump, hips in front, shoulder backwards. Then, at the moment I'm about to hit the ball, shoulders spike back. This last step is absolutely important because this is what will help you put maximum energy inside your spike. E is equal to MC squared. So if you increase the mass or the speed of your swing, the energy you put in the ball will increase. Elite volleyball players understand this and increase their energy by putting more speed inside of the ball with their swing while maintaining very proper technique. So when you're about to hit the ball, release all the tension, the stretch from your body explosively so you can bring all that speed to the energy that you will hit the ball with. That being said, one of my friends told me that whenever you're about to spike, you don't need to think about all these tricks and things. You practice these in practice, but when you're up there, just hit the ball. However, at the high level, spikes like these are very common, and your opponents will rush you if you don't know how to stop them. But there are some key steps I've been following that has helped me efficiently block these spikes. So check out this video where I show you what they are and how you can use them to completely shut down powerful spikes like these.